I think it's fair to say that some people, they just want to get caught. But how do you really feel? As, of course, people are making that argument right now with Sean P. Diddy Combs that a lot of people believe was totally lawless and was just waiting to get caught for some of the debaucherous, destructive, and nasty, degenerate behavior that a lot of people believe was done without consent. What's really going on here? What's the bigger truth here? As we have a very interesting post from Justin Bieber as a third witness now went missing, as the defense has laid out some of the arguments that we are going to be hearing publicly very soon in the most important court trial of this year. I would say specifically as already the cover-up effort is underway. All of this as we will do our best to be as honest in this particular video with the circumstances at hand here, as there's a lot of guesstimating. There's a lot of theories out there to just how deep the rabbit hole goes, as Justin Bieber, a man who has been missing from a lot of the galas and public events, just posted, quote, the truth about his well-being, asking God for help in a worrying post on Instagram, as a lot of people are saying, yeah, that probably has something to do with the ongoing Diddy saga, as, of course, when he was a child, his parents just delivered him to Diddy. And Diddy was known for doing a lot of really weird, debaucherous, crazy behavior, as he is also facing accusations of hurting small children. But Bieber, clearly, within the last few days and weeks, has been dealing with something pretty severe, pretty major. Some people say it's substance abuse. Some people say it's just fame at a very young age that gets to your head. Other people are saying it's probably linked towards abuse and pain and suffering that he felt. As, of course, listen, when you're going to Diddy's house and staying over his house and having no parents there for 48 hours when you're like a 15-year-old, as we are hearing some of the crazy things that have been happening during these freak-offs, which have been happening, by the way, to Diddy when he was a child, according to a lot of the sources that are coming forward and saying, yeah, Diddy also was abused as a child since his mother ran freak-off parties in her home. Continuing on, of course, the legacy, as Justin Bieber wrote, I am just an average flawed guy. I've done things that hurt others. I continue to do and say things that hurt others unintentionally. Yet I woke up this morning with another opportunity to grow and not be so selfish today. Love draws us in. Love doesn't condemn. Love believes the best. Love hopes all things and endures all things. It doesn't keep record of wrong. Love helps you to forgive and love even your enemies. I sometimes think I'm going to get exposed if I tell people how selfish I am. Like I admitted that maybe people wouldn't like me or trust me. I thought I was honest about the selfish things I was feeling, that I was going to be disqualified from the dreams I had of being included. But the more honest I am, where really I am, the more freedom I actually have. A very kind of cryptic, weird post here, as the cycle of abuse does continue amongst generations. Specifically, this is what I was just laying out. Diddy allegedly was hurt during the freak-off parties during his mom. He takes a bunch of children and, of course, hurts them. And there is a psychological kind of phenomenon that happens with people that are abused that continue the abuse cycle and abuse people themselves. That routinely, statistically, does happen more often than not, which is an important kind of perspective to understand here, specifically when it comes to the bigger cycles of abuse that happen amongst the entertainment, Hollywood, and music industry that are ripe with a lot of predators out there that prey on people. And those are the allegations against Sean P. Diddy Combs. And the allegations are pretty wild, pretty bombastic, as it looks like there's going to be a major, major, major setback for the prosecution in this case here, as a key witness just went missing. Now, there's a lot of other things that have been going on here, as the prosecution just added victim 5 to the witness list just a few hours ago, as there are a number of victims that will be coming forward and making their accusations against Diddy, many of whom are also suing him personally. And this federal case probably will impact their personal cases against Diddy that they are trying to recoup some cost and money from for all the pain and suffering that he allegedly caused them. Now, Diddy's lawyers just revealed their strategy that they're going to be fighting against the key witness. Witness number 1, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Casey, as Diddy's lawyers are seeking to introduce, quote, explosive evidence that there was mutual violence in this relationship to one of the women who will testify at his trial. That woman, of course, probably most likely, is going to be victim number 1 that the government is running with, as this is a picture of the two being pictured together. And this is the woman that Diddy hurt and stomped in that infamous hotel video that also will be played to jurors during the proceedings of this trial. There's also, a lot of people that were forewarning about this, like 50 Cent. There's so many people that were warning us about Epstein and Harvey Weinstein, and then all of that was just ignored for some strange reason. As we got to understand here, this has been known in the industry for quite a long time, and only now are we getting any actual legitimate information, as there's accusations about people being dangled off of the 17th story of a balcony. There's now prosecutors that are accusing Diddy of using his kids to influence the jurors. And again, all the evidence, all the witnesses, except for one right now, will be coming forward, as this is the biggest bombshell of this story so far. As we found out, Sean Diddy Combs' prosecutors admit they might go to trial without key witness. This is witness number 3, as a woman was set to testify that Sean Diddy Combs coerced her into adult actions that now may not take the stands, as the feds are asking, where's this person, victim 3, in court papers? As we know that Sean P. Diddy Combs had private investigators. What's really going on with this person? We're going to tell you about that, as well as the bigger kind of purview of what's happening here and how all of this probably will be unfolding in just a few minutes. Before we do that, check out thebestpoliticalshirts.com, where we just made some new shirts that I personally like, that I personally was inspired by. As, of course, we all heard BLM, which Sean P. Diddy Combs was very inspired about, was a big cheerleader for, as well as a big cheerleader for all the Democratic Party establishment, as he was detesting Donald Trump as a horrible, awful man. Huh, interesting how that played out. So I decided to make my own version of a BLM-style shirt. But you know what? It's going to say Slavic Lives Matter. And if you recognize that image, that is a silhouette of your real one. As, of course, you can now get the shirt on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. We got it available in white. We got it available in black. And, hey, if Black Lives Matter, Slavic Lives Matter, too. As I've been saying that for quite a long time, since, of course, the start of this horrible proxy conflict that's happening right now in Ukraine, that I believe should stop immediately. Another shirt that we just launched reads, where is the Epstein list? Where is that? Where's the evidence here? And another one that definitely is great for conversation is this one and this one. But we got a lot of funny ones. They're meant to make people laugh. They're meant to, of course, start a conversation. But more importantly, they're meant to send out the ideas out there to the general public that don't usually get to go out there. Now, for the first time in a long time, we're finally having the kind of pedal off of the censorship machine kind of just lifted off, just slightly. But I started this T-shirt company because I got totally censored, demonetized, and I was like, you know what? I want these ideas out there. I am persistent. I will not back down. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. And I said, you know what? You could silence me. You could silence my voice, but you can't silence everybody else's. That's going to get a T-shirt on thebestpoliticalshirts.com, and they're going to express their opinions at the grocery store, at the dentist, at the park. Anywhere and everywhere in society, you will not be able to hide away from the truth. And that's why I created thebestpoliticalshirts.com. This is one of my favorites, too, the LGBTQ one. I'm a big supporter of that. Hey, YouTube, I support this LGBTQ Great conversation starter, and great way just to show that you are a part of the resistance and a part of a critical mass that had enough of the hooey and the nonsense out there in our modern day society. As we also been warning about the predatory nature of, the music industry. As this latest development, key Diddy witness, victim 3, missing. As opening statements are set to begin next week, federal prosecutors have been scrambling to get a hold of victim 3. She was set to deliver very personal and explosive details concerning abuse she allegedly suffered under Diddy, as the Trump DOJ must keep a close eye on this case, or victims will end up like, quote, Virginia Giuffre, according to Nick Sorter. Now, is that the actual case here? We know Diddy had private investigators that were going around to journalists, asking some questions. People who were very critical of Diddy were met with private investigators at their door here. And what's going on to these victims? Is there a possibility that the victim was paid off here or intimidated that prevented them from testifying? Or were they making it up and lying and had this moment of trying to do the right thing, stepping away now from what will be a lot of pressure, a lot of the limelight, and a lot of the exposures that they will be facing after testifying here? What's really going on here? Option 1, 2, or 3. What do you guys think? 1, she was intimidated. 2, she got paid off. 3, I mean, 1 or 2 are the same. Sorry. 1, she either got intimidated or paid off. I think 1. 2, she just was making it up and lying all along and decided not to, of course, testify here. Which one do you think is possible? Let me know down in the comment section below. Now, Daily Mail is reporting that this has thrown the trial into chaos. And, of course, there's a lot of, victims that are just named victim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Will this be a key major part of the story? We don't know, because we don't know what the prosecution is going to be exactly showing, presenting. We don't know with this key kind of witness whether their whole story falls apart with this one personal details that allegedly were very explosive. So what's going to happen here? Will the case against Diddy kind of collapse here? No. The Southern District of New York covers up a lot of major cases. They did the Sam Bankman-Fried case. They did the Maxwell case. They did the Epstein case. No Democrats were ever implicated. Some celebrities probably will be implicated here. But the fact that this happened here is very explosive, is very big, and it could specifically, potentially even undermine this entire case and allow Sean P. Diddy Combs to walk free. There's some people saying, hey, there's a possibility that he could walk free. The Southern District of New York, though, does not lose many particular cases, and the odds are against Diddy that probably will be facing a very similar court proceeding and trial, just like Ghislaine Maxwell did. Now, there's also rumors that there could be potentially freak-off videos that could be shown during these court proceedings, probably videos in adult nature. As we're also finding out that Kanye West was told to shut up, as he is one of the biggest vocal supporters of P. Diddy, and also one of the people that actually picks up his phone call and talks to him routinely, as Kanye is getting dragged into this trial as key people, a part of the witness stand. The jurors were asked about Kanye, were asked about Mike Myers, were asked about Michael B. Jordan. And right now, a lot of people are saying, why is Kanye supporting P. Diddy? As a lot of people are like, shh, stop it. As Diddy is facing serious charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking. As, again, people are like, really? Yeah, really? You're going to be telling people to free Diddy. As that's what he tweeted, hashtag free Diddy. Okay. As this is probably not the best of luck for Diddy's legal defense here. Now, the arguments here are going to be pretty interesting because Diddy's team is going to be arguing, hey, listen, all of this was consensual. All of these people liked me because I was famous. They wanted some money. These people were just as aggressive and as abusive as I was. If I was retaliating, we were fighting back, and so on and so on. That's going to be the arguments that are going to be made here. The prosecution is going to be arguing no, this was an international trafficking operation with him abusing his position of power and forcing himself against others, just like we saw with the Harvey Weinstein case, which was a very similar case where Weinstein was essentially accused, prosecuted, and found guilty of abusing his position of power and forcing himself on other women. In a non-consensual way here. And we saw audio recordings. We saw people coming forward and accusing him of this, and he went down and was found guilty of one jurisdiction actually rescinded his guilty plea, but he is still guilty with other court proceedings and still remains in jail here. Now, again, this is going to be something we're going to keep a very close eye on. I'm going to be reporting on this as all the developments come in, because there's key components to the story that I think are missing, specifically when it comes to the participation of the Clintons, the Obamas, the Democratic Party machine, the vote or die effort, the big kind of Diddy list that was a part of Kamala Harris's campaign rallies. Individuals that previously came out and said that they wouldn't get involved politically, that just said, you know what? Yeah, I guess I will. Actually. Yeah, Kamala, go Kamala. Interesting how that kind of unfolded. But again, there's also a crazy conspiracy theory with a guy who shot up Trump's hotel here in South Florida. As there's an ex-adult star that shot up Trump's Miami resort, looked like he had a mental breakdown, who has been claiming to be Diddy's slave, and is telling authorities that he signed an NDA with Diddy in exchange for $5 million. As there's a photo circulating online, I haven't been able to independently verify it myself, that looks like it's been signed by Combs in Miami in 2014 that allege details backing up this former adult star ties to the rapper, as there's also adult stars that are going to be a part of the witness testimony, according to a lot of the sources close to the trial, as he says that he signed this NDA at the same time that he divorced his wife, and she told the Daily News about these documents that are now being published. The Daily Mail writes, the date of the contract was around the same time as the divorce. I almost feel like he divorced me because he came to all this money, so I wouldn't claim it. This is the wife of this adult star, who in 2018 claimed Sean Diddy Combs used him as an slave. He then shot up inside of Trump's National Doral Club and was taken into custody after opening fire. As he also claimed, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Diddy were all secretly undercover brothers. Yes, you heard that correctly. As some people are saying, this guy's crazy. Other people are saying, this guy probably is right.
Combs.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
I had sex.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's really going on here is there's a lot of accusations of, quote, undercover brothers. Again, he came out and talked about how he boom-boomed Casey and Sean and how he was like their slave, and he caught the herpes from them, and then how Diddy, Rick Ross were undercover brothers, DJ Khaled, and they were all, quote, getting down, if you know what I mean here. What's going to be the information that another adult star is going to be presenting during this case here? We don't know. And again, I think there's going to be some celebrities like Mike Myers, Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West that probably will be thrown underneath the bus here. I think there's going to be some information about, oh, yeah, we got tapes. This guy and this guy saw it. So far, we don't know who has been asked to testify. We do have witnesses. We do have victims. Some of the victims are going missing now. Will they be found? Will they show up for their day in court here? Or was this all a ruse? Were they all making it up here? As there's some people arguing, and there's some people saying, hey, what they're doing now is just a clear attempt to specifically have a cash grab, to become famous, to become infamous, and that's why they are going after Diddy, that is allegedly, according to him, only being prosecuted because he's a black man. Do I buy that? Absolutely not. We're living in like a two-tier society now, where the opposite of that is kind of true here. So the fact that Diddy's arguing, it's just because I'm a black man. Really? No. You were a billionaire, okay? You were top in line of the Democratic Party. What probably happened here, let's just be honest with ourselves here, he probably got too powerful, had too much money, too much fame. It got to his head. He became egotistical, and he said, I'm going to start flexing a little bit on these politicians. And one politician that was probably threatened here, probably Obama, according to some sources, came out and said, you know what? We're going to put a clamp on this. We're going to get our guys, the Southern District of New York, to shut you up, put you away, because you're threatening to expose and threaten me? What? That's not going to happen here. That's allegedly the rumors and speculation of what was really going on here. What do you think is really going on here? Since I'm pretty sure there's a far bigger picture. We're only seeing the tip of the iceberg with the Southern District of New York here. The iceberg's a lot bigger. A lot more powerful people are involved here. Some celebrities will be chipped off. Otherwise, I do not expect any kind of major bombshell, specifically with Democrats going down. That's my own personal take on it. If you appreciated it, share this video with your friends and family members. It means a lot to me when you share these videos, get them out there to the general public. And also when you wear t-shirts in the general public and you help push the Overton window. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more, all here exclusively here on youtube.com/wearechange.